Hi everyone, and welcome to Medicine for the Soul Yoga. My name is Sara, and I will be guiding us through an exploration of the crown chakra. We'll be making our way into wheel pose, taking some time to come a bit upside down. So come to your mat, take some time to settle in, and let's begin. We'll begin today in tabletop position. Please gently make your way into tabletop, bringing your palms directly to the mat, stacking your shoulders over your wrists and your hips over your knees. From here, just start to take some gentle neck circles. Just being really present in this posture, really gentle, not dumping into your shoulders or pressing too deeply into your knees, but staying quite lifted with your torso. Go ahead and reverse those circles. Very gently here, not too quickly, not giving ourselves any dizziness or kind of vertigo, but staying present in this gentle motion. And then from here, go ahead and come back to stillness, and then pressing the crown of your head forward with one long length from the base of your spine to the crown of your head. Just start to close your eyes here. Just draw your awareness into the space just above your crown. And then from here, go ahead and sit back onto your heels, lifting your torso all the way up. And now, pressing the crown of your head towards the sky, feeling the different sensation here. Noticing how you have the ability to identify, even with your eyes closed, even without that important sense, you can identify kind of how you're oriented. Whether you're reaching towards the sky in a vertical formation, or whether you're horizontal, pressing your crown forward. Just taking a moment here to appreciate our mind's awareness to do that for us. And then coming back into your tabletop position, just slowly walking yourself out. Go ahead and tuck your toes. You can keep your eyes closed or open. And then drop your belly as you inhale. Lift your gaze if your eyes are open, or just lift your head towards the sky. Exhale, untuck your toes around your spine, chin to chest for cat pose. And then as you inhale again, drop your belly for cow. Exhale to round your spine for cat. Inhale to drop your belly for cow. One more like that. Exhale to round through your spine. Again, noticing how you know exactly what the orientation of your head is. Whether you're reaching down, whether you're horizontal, reaching in front of you, or you're lifting all the way up. From here, coming back into stillness, go ahead and press your palms into the mat, tuck your toes, and send your hips all the way back and up for downward facing dog. Again, tucking your chin to your chest here, just allowing the crown of your head to reach towards the mat. And again, we're going to be upside down in a lot of these postures today. Just shifting the blood flow that we're used to having. And then from here, as you inhale, press forward into plank pose. And then as you exhale, drop your knees to the mat, send your hips all the way back for child's pose. Just pressing your third eye into the mat here, taking one round of breath. Inhale. Exhale. From here, press back into your tabletop position. And then again, tuck your toes, send your hips all the way back and up for down dog. Inhale, press forward into plank. And then exhale, halfway bend your elbows. Press up into upward facing dog. So early moments here for a vinyasa. And then as you exhale, send your hips all the way back and up. From here, press forward into plank, and then this time drop onto your forearms for a forearm plank. So pressing your heels back, crown of your head forward. Again, one long line here. Continue to breathe. Inhale. Exhale. From here, go ahead and drop your knees, and then walk your hands back towards your knees, bringing your fingertips to face your knees. And then we're going to just kind of really, really deeply round through our spine here. So extending through as much space as you can through your back as you roll all the way down. Your elbows will bend here as the crown of your head reaches towards the mat. So we're coming into rabbit pose. Just finding some extension through your back here, keeping your tops of your feet to the earth. And then reaching your hips towards the sky here, not pressing into your crown here, but staying lifted through your core. Inhale. And then exhale, sigh it out. From here, start to send your hips all the way back for child's pose. Arms reach long, staying really active there. And then go ahead and press back up into tabletop position. From here, inhale, tuck your toes, send your hips all the way back and up. And then as you inhale, right leg lifts high. Exhale, bring your knee to your chest, press the mat away, and then step your foot between your palms. Go ahead and drop your back heel 45 degrees to the mat. And then as you inhale, rise up for warrior one, Virabhadrasana 1. Opening your hips towards the front edge of the mat. And then as you exhale, bring your hands behind you, take a clasp at your sacrum. Inhale to lift your heart. And then as you exhale, fold forward. Right shoulder to inner right knee. Again, crown of your head is tracking towards the mat here. And then just take a couple rounds of breath. We're a little bit upside down here, changing the flow of our blood. One more inhale. And then as you exhale, release your palms. Inhale to rise up for warrior one. As you exhale, plant your palms, step back into plank, and then exhale, move through a chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And then exhale, drop your knees, send your hips all the way back for child's pose. One round of breath, inhale. Sigh it out as you exhale, press back into tabletop position. And then again, walk your hands, your fingers towards your knees. We're gonna come back into rabbit pose here. So tucking your chin to your chest, starting to roll your spine down, bending your elbows here as your head, the crown of your head reaches towards the earth. Keeping length in the back of your thighs here. Just breathing in this rabbit pose. And then gently pressing back up. Crown of your head is the last thing to rise. Walk your hands all the way back out, tuck your toes, and then hips come back and up for downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, knee to chest, press the mat away, step your foot between your palms, drop your back heel 45 degrees, and then rise up for warrior one. As you exhale, open your arms, take that clasp behind you, opposite thumb on top this time. Inhale to lift your chest, and then as you exhale, shoulder to inner knee for humble or devotional warrior. Crown of your head is reaching towards the earth. Finding this nice length through the back of your leg here, pressing into the outer edge of your back foot. Staying really active there. Keeping that 90-degree bend in your front knee. And then just noticing the change of gravity here. One more inhale. And then as you exhale, gently release your palms. Step back into plank. And then exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. From here, inhale, roll forward to plank. Exhale, come onto your forearms, and then just hold this here for a moment. Pressing your heels back, pressing the crown of your head forward. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. And then as you exhale, press back up into typical plank. Send your hips back for downward facing dog. Inhale, heels lift, knees bend. Step gently to the top of your mat. And then inhale to halfway lift your heart. As you exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. And then taking a little ragdoll here, bringing opposite hand to opposite elbow, just gently rocking from side to side. Tucking your chin into your chest here, releasing through your back. Again, crown of your head is facing towards the earth. Little upside down action. And then go ahead and reverse your ragdoll, bringing opposite forearm on top. Continuing to move through your hips here, and then releasing both palms to the mat. Go ahead and just start to shift your arms back and forth. Just releasing a little bit through our shoulders here. Drawing your weight into the balls of your feet. And then gently, one vertebrae at a time, just slowly start to roll yourself all the way up to stand. Inhaling here to reach your arms up overhead, coming into a slight back bend here. Maybe you go a little bit further so that the crown of your head is reaching towards the wall behind you. As you exhale, gently roll back to stand. Draw your hands to heart center in Anjali Mudra, and we'll take a moment here to just set an intention for today's brief class. Just know here what you're committing to, what you would like to experience, how you would like to leave this class feeling today. And just sinking into that intention as you inhale, arms reach high. Exhale, swan dive forward, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift your heart. And then as you exhale, plant your palms, step or hop back into plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now from your down dog, we're going to come into dolphin pose. So start to walk your feet towards your hands as you remain in your down dog. And then coming onto your forearms, see if you can walk your feet a little bit further. Using your core engagement here, again, the crown of your head is facing towards the mat. And then just breathe. With each inhale, see if you might walk your feet just a little bit closer. This is a nice preparation here for a headstand. Couple more rounds of breath just like this. Inhale. Exhale. If you're shaking, that's okay. One more. Inhale. And then as you exhale, gently start to walk your legs a little bit further back. Drop your knees. Send your hips all the way back for child's pose. Just resting here, you can keep your arms active in front of you, or if you would like to come into a traditional child's pose, a more restorative version, go ahead and draw your knees together. Send your arms behind you to either side and breathe. From here, start to walk your chest forward, bringing your full torso all the way to the mat, your front body. And then go ahead and come into Sphinx pose. So bringing your forearms just in front of you, elbows are under your chest. And then drawing your right arm out to the right side in a T formation. Go ahead and press into your left forearm And then start to rotate your chest towards the left side. As you do so, your left leg will start to lift off the mat, and go ahead and step your left foot behind your right leg. So bending your left knee as you do so. Sole of your foot is to the mat, and then pressing up on to your left palm. Maybe you start to inhale, lifting your left arm all the way up. So we're coming into a bit of a shoulder stretch here as we open our chest a little bit further. Now as you exhale, see if you might drop your left arm a little bit closer towards your right. Keeping your head lifted here, but releasing through your shoulders. One more inhale like this, filling your belly. And then as you exhale, start to lift your left arm all the way back up, pressing it all the way back to the mat, coming into that Sphinx pose with your arm here. So forearm is pressed to the mat. And then start to rotate your chest back towards the mat. Left leg lifts. Right arm comes in front of you for Sphinx pose. We'll do that on the other side here. So draw your left arm out to the left side. And then start to shift your chest towards the right side here as your right leg lifts off the mat. Bend your right knee, place your right foot behind your left leg, and then as you inhale, right arm starts to lift. Opening up here as you exhale, right arm starts to come back towards your left arm. Crown of your head is reaching forward. Inhale here. Exhale. One more. Deep breath in. And then as you exhale, start to roll your chest back towards the mat. Right arm comes into that Sphinx posture as your right leg releases back down to the mat. Go ahead and draw your left forearm in front of you for Sphinx pose, pressing your pelvis into the earth, lifting through your chest. Your crown of your head comes high. And then go ahead and press your way back into tabletop position. We're going to stack one ankle on top of the other. Send your hips back, roll over your legs, come into a seated position. From here, go ahead and bend your knees in front of you. Soles of your feet are to the mat. And then draw your arms long in front of you. We're going to make our way onto the mat on the count of 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then very gently with control, coming to the mat on 1. From here, go ahead and windshield wiper your legs left to right. And then drawing your right knee into your chest here, go ahead and send your left leg long in front of you. Just feeling this through our right hip flexor here. As you inhale, left knee comes to chest to meet the right, and then draw your right leg long in front of you. Left knee comes a little bit tighter into your chest, and then as you exhale again, switch. Right knee to chest, left leg long in front of you. Exhale, other side. So left knee to chest, right leg long in front. We'll do that 2 more times like that. Switching here, right knee into your chest. Switch, left knee in. Last time, right knee here. And then switch, drawing your left knee in. Beautiful work. Go ahead and inhale, right knee in to meet the left. Give yourself a little rock from side to side. And then dropping your heels to the mat, just walk them a little bit closer towards your hips. We're going to come into a bridge pose here. So go ahead and draw your arms alongside you, pressing them into the mat, pressing your heels into the earth. And then as you inhale, just start to roll your hips all the way up for bridge pose. Lifting your hips a little bit higher on your inhale, hugging your knees together. And then as you exhale, just gently draw them all the way back down to the mat. As soon as you arrive, inhale, press them back up. And then this time, go ahead and interlock your palms underneath your sacrum here. So you're pressing your pinkies into the earth. You can walk your heels a little bit further back if that's helpful. And then just take a moment here to rest in bridge pose. Breathing deeply here, hugging your knees together, pressing your hips just a little bit higher, keeping your neck really straight here. Just a couple rounds of breath. Inhale, pressing your hips a little bit higher. And then as you exhale, go ahead and release your clasp and then gently, gently, gently roll your hips back down to the mat. We're going to do that one more time before we move into our wheel pose. So from here, again, walk your heels a little bit closer towards your hips, and then just windshield wiper your legs a little bit from side to side. Feel how this feels a little bit different with your heels closer to your hips. And then again, coming back to stillness, go ahead and draw your heels towards your hips. Inhale, press your hips all the way up towards the sky. And then again, you can take that clasp if you'd like, bringing the opposite thumb on top, lifting a little bit higher up onto your shoulders, and then pressing your hips a little bit higher. Few rounds of breath here. Inhale. Exhale, sigh it out. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale, press your hips ever so slightly higher, keeping your neck straight here. And then as you exhale, gently release your clasp. Send your hips all the way back down to the earth. Rolling down your spine one vertebrae at a time. And then as soon as you arrive, go ahead and windshield wiper your legs back and forth. Now, if you'd like to come into wheel pose, go ahead and bring your palms alongside your arms, kind of flipping them upside down. We're gonna, again, walk our heels a little bit closer towards our hips. And then pressing into your palms, pressing into your feet, just start to lift your torso all the way off the mat. Pressing your hips ever higher here in this posture. Breathing deeply. Hugging your knees together. Breathe here. And then when you're ready, gently make your way all the way back down to the mat. Back of your head comes to the earth. Go ahead and drop your hips down. If you'd like to come back into that pose more than once, feel free to do so, and feel free to stay as long as you would like. When you're cooked of your wheel pose, go ahead and make your way all the way back down to the mat. Draw your knees into your chest. Give yourself a little rock from side to side. And then again, drawing your right knee into your chest, send your left leg long behind you, or long in front of you rather. And then again, switch here, draw your left knee into your chest, right leg comes long. Switching again, right knee in, left leg out. Left leg in, left knee in, right leg out. One more time like that, draw your right in, send your left out. Then drawing your left knee into your chest, right leg presses forward. Go ahead and draw both knees in, and then pressing your palms here. Maybe you take them in a kind of triangle formation underneath you. Option here to come into plow or shoulder stand. So go ahead and lift your hips all the way up off the mat, bringing your forearms underneath you, or rather your upper arms. And then maybe you come all the way back into plow pose. If you'd like to come into shoulder stand, just place your hands to your back, walking them up towards your shoulders as you lift your toes towards the sky. Again, just reversing gravity here, allowing our legs a little different experience, a little reprieve from standing, somewhat of an upside down formation. Pressing your hips up, pointing your toes towards the sky. See if you can lift just a little bit higher here with your hips, engaging your core as you do so. And then as you exhale again, maybe you start to bend your knees, coming back through your plow pose, tapping your toes to the earth, and then bending your knees towards your ears, planting your forearms to the mat. Maybe you start to roll all the way back down. From here, draw your legs long in front of you, pointing your toes, and then placing your hands underneath your sacrum here. Draw your elbows underneath your back, and then press up onto your elbows for fish pose. Again, dropping the crown of your head towards the earth. Staying really long and active through your legs here, pressing through your toes, pointing them forward. And then just using this time to massage, to activate the pineal gland, activating our crown chakra. Being really gentle with your neck here. From here, go ahead and gently release your head all the way back down to the mat. Back of your head comes to the earth. If you'd like to take any final movements here, please do that now. Maybe you come into a happy baby. Maybe you just draw your knees into your chest, giving yourself a little squeeze, tucking your chin into your chest, lifting your chest off the mat here, rolling into a tight little ball. And whenever you're ready, when you're fully complete in your movement, go ahead and just rest all the way into Shavasana. So sending your legs long in front of you, arms out to the sides. Allowing your full back body to sink into the mat beneath you. Allowing your head to rest down. And we worked through this class on feeling that sensation of our head, our crown reaching forward, our crown lifting towards the sky, our crown reaching down towards the earth. And now in this posture, we get the opportunity to feel our crown kind of reaching behind us. As we rest here, fully melting into the mat, fully supported by the earth. Fully supported by our bodies and our experience here. I invite you to rest here in this most important posture of yoga, receiving all of the benefits of today's practice. When you are ready to move out of this posture and into the next part of your day, you can start to deepen your inhales. Extend through your exhales. And then drawing your arms overhead, coming into a full body stretch. Reaching your fingertips behind you, toes in front of you. Breathing life back into all of the nooks and crannies of your body. And then drawing your knees into your chest, you can gently rock towards the right side. Resting for a moment in fetal position, using your right arm as a pillow. And then pressing through your left palm, keeping your eyes closed as best you can. Making your way into an easy seated position. Again, crown of your head lifts high towards the sky. And then bringing your hands to heart center in Anjali Mudra. We will close this practice with one round of Om. So inhaling together. Om. And bowing our heads to our hearts in reverence for this practice and in gratitude for ourselves. Thank you for joining. Namaste. Thank you again. We hope to see you regularly at Medicine for the Soul Yoga. Bye for now.